Hey everybody, The Great Escape here, and welcome to another episode on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the new 1.88 features that were added to the game today on PS4. Some features that I think haven't even been added to Bedrock yet, which is whoops, I keep doing that. Which is pretty awesome because we don't normally get features before everybody else. But we've got some new building blocks to use as well as some new mechanics. So we are going to be taking a look at all those things today. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right to the new features. All right, so first up, we have a new mashup pack, which is not something I normally really care about. But the Steven Universe mashup pack is something I'm very excited about because I love the Steven Universe show, and just coming into this world, it is so awesome to see Steven's house here. Kind of, you know, in the world, you get the temple, the portal back here. I wonder. Oh, sweet. So if we go in here, we can go down into the temple and go to the different rooms inside the temple, which is really awesome. And this is a pretty expansive space. Oh yeah, so we get, you know, the fountains and all those different things. So this is a really awesome pack, and I love the textures that are involved with this mashup pack as well as the skins that are available, and we'll take a look at those in just a moment. But let's go out here, and you can see we are at Beach City, and we've got an amazing sculpture of the temple and things like that. And if you go, oh, we've crabs, I guess, taking the place of turtles maybe. And if you go over here, we got Beach City, we've got the donut shop, we've got fry bits, we've got all the things that you are expecting to see in Beach City. We've got the barn where Peridot and Lapis, what they call home for a while in the show. And so we kind of go around there. The lighthouse up on the hill. And I haven't fully explored this world, but I know that if you travel out far enough, you get to Homeworld and you get to see other things. So we've got, here's the kindergarten. Yeah, the other kindergarten. So this is a really awesome mashup pack, and I'm really excited to take a stab at it and try exploring it and things like that. So that's pretty awesome. So let's go out. And so the next major thing that they added into the game are some new flowers. And I was going to try to see if I could, that's not it, see if I could locate them in the game and see where they spawn naturally. Let's see if I go off this direction. I'm pretty sure. So we've got the Lily of the Valley and Cornflower, and these are to provide us with the dyes that have been newly added into the game in the last patch. Oh, here we see Cornflower. So this is going to give us the blue dye that we need because they replace, well, I mean, I guess you can still use Lapis, but they've got blue dye now in the game. And this looks like it's just in a normal grasslands or forest area. And the Lily of the Valley, which I think maybe this is it. Yes, Lily of the Valley. So here's Lily of the Valley, and this gives us your white dye, so that takes the place of bone meal. And this looks like it's in a forest as well. So those are two of the new, new features in the game. And I know they're trying to give us a source for all the dyes in the game, and you kind of got those. All right, so the next feature is some new textures for signs. We have the original sign here, which is the oak sign. And then, of course, we have spruce, birch, acacia, jungle, and dark oak, which is weird because the text on the dark oak is lighter in the little icon, but then when you actually write with it, it is still the dark text, so that's a little strange. But they each have their own little texture. They each have their own little different bases and things. So this is an opportunity to use some different signs and you know, use some different things for building and construction and whatever you prefer. Definitely I like the birch sign because that's really easy to read, and it makes you know, communicating messages very simple, whereas like this is a little bit difficult to read, and I wish it had the lighter text like it has in the icon. But that's one of the new features, so let's get on to the next big cosmetic feature. The number of stairs, slabs, and walls that have been added to the game has dramatically increased. So we've added, let's see, we had stone brick slabs, but we now have stone slabs. We now have granite slabs, there we go, as well as polished granite slabs, diorite slabs, polished andesite slabs. Let's see, polished andesite brick slabs, nether brick slabs, and red nether brick slabs, as well as in-stone slabs, quartz slabs, and the smooth quartz slabs, which is pretty cool. That does actually have a slightly different texture. Let's see, here's the smooth quartz, and then here's the regular quartz. I actually can't tell. There's too much of a difference there. Let's see. There's block of quartz. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really see a difference. Let's see. There's quartz and there's smooth quartz. Yeah, I'm not seeing a big change or difference there, so maybe they're going to be updating that feature later on. And I think I noticed in a previous video of somebody else who was going through these on the Java, they also didn't notice a change there. But we've also added some new walls as well. So let's see, walls are here. So now instead of just cobblestone, mossy cobblestone walls, we also have granite walls, diorite walls, andesite walls, sandstone walls, red sandstone walls, stone brick walls were added, mossy stone brick walls, and I think in stone walls and in prismarine walls. So these are all added to the game, so they look really cool, and they all do meld together. So if you build with them like this, you can mix and match the walls and things, which I really like, because I love to mix and match different stone variations like this, so that instead of just like one common thing you get, you can have some variation in your designs, and you can, you know, throw in, let's see, like a cobblestone wall there that's maybe a little bit more broken down, and it starts kind of adding a little bit of variation or change to these. But that's a really cool new addition to the game, and will be great for builders to use to, you know, spice up their constructions and things like that. Another big major addition, aside from all the slabs and walls, is the addition of a few stairs. So if we come into our stairs, you'll see that this section is much larger. So we added the stone stairs, which is awesome. So, you know, if you're terraforming or things like that, adding some layers and differences like that will be really cool. We've added mossy stone brick stairs. We had all the woods. You get the smooth red sandstone, the smooth regular sandstone, both variations of granite and diorite and andesite, the nether brick ones, as well as the smooth quartz and the regular quartz. But again, I don't smooth, regular. I don't see a difference, but whatever. So those are all there. And you also get the red nether brick stairs. The nether brick stairs, let's see, what else? Which one was one of the other new ones? Oh, and the mossy cobblestone stairs. Awesome. So a lot of new tools for you to use in your building and construction. So if you know you're trying to do some cool, let's say you're in a cave, and you know you've got kind of like the typical blocky walls or whatever in a cave, you can now come in with these stairs and slabs, and you can start smoothing things out and giving yourself a little bit of, you know, variation and difference in the way these look, and it's going to make things a lot better. Oh, hello. It's so nice to see you today. I guess you caught me on a little downtime here, you know, drinking some milk, reading a book. I just wanted to take a moment while I'm taking a break from building and researching and coming up with redstone attractions and things like that to say thank you so much for all of the support that I've been given on this channel in the last few months. If you would consider please dropping a like, it really does help the channel. And it's the fastest and easiest way to make the material here available for other YouTubers to see and to see things grow. But thank you for all of your support, and if you would, drop a like down below. But let's go ahead and get back to our video. Alright, so you may wonder why I'm all the way up in the air, but one of the new features that was added was a host option for immediate respawn. So if I pop into survival here, whoops, not that, and I fall, I immediately will respawn, so you don't have to wait or do anything like that. So that's a pretty cool new feature that you can add into the game. Should be really interesting for mini games and things like that. But it's a cool new technical feature added in. Our cauldrons have also been updated, so they've always been able to hold potions, so you could dip arrows or, you know, use them to store potions that you would later put in glass bottles, water buckets, and of course, and all those different things. But now a cauldron can also hold lava, and unlike, let's say, water. Oh well, no, water you get one, and let's see how many. If I take this out, yeah, it's one bottle, and same thing. So it holds one bucket of water or whatever, or one bucket of, sweet, one bucket of lava. But new feature that you can use to store your lava. I guess this is a cool cosmetic thing. You could use it in your base as a kind of, you know, maybe you put it in the ground. Let's say, you know, somewhere. And it kind of looks like a cool little like cooking surface or things like that. But it's another little cosmetic change that was added to the game. All right, so in the past, you could potentially get away. You could potentially get around traps and things like that by simply breaking the tripwire here. So of course, if I walk across this, it would activate. But in the past, you could, if you saw the wire and you broke it, that would deactivate the trap. But now, it also activates the trap. So the only way to properly the only way to properly deactivate a tripwire trap, let's go ahead and put this in here, like so. Is with a shears. So if you break the tripwire, or if you break the string with shears, then it will not set off the whatever else. But if you just break it by hand, it will set off the redstone. And so the last major update that is kind of really interesting, aside from the fact that pandas will now panic when they're set on fire, which of course they will, is some changes to scaffolding blocks. So in the past, for some weird reason, you couldn't place scaffolding blocks on grass blocks, but now you can. And they still work the same way as they always have. If I come out here, it's going to fall. But for added elements of decoration, you can also now place mob heads and flower pots with our new flowers onto the scaffolding block. So you can use them in your designs and as a construction, or not as a construction block, but as a block to, you know, make things look nice. You know, one thing that I think they work really well for is as a table. And so you can, you know, have a little side table in your house that has your flower pot, or has, you know, whatever mob that you've recently killed and slain in the game there on your table. And, you know, so another way to make the game look nicer and add some more development to it. So those are all the major updates that you'll find in the new Minecraft 1.88 for PS4. Of course, some of these features I think are already available on the Java edition, and they will be coming eventually to the Bedrock edition if they're not already there, but I'm pretty sure we might be the first to get them here. But it is so wonderful to see all these new building blocks. I mean, this has added something like 48 new blocks to the game, which will make resource management and inventory management a pain in the butt, as it already is. But all these new features will make the game more beautiful and give you more creative freedoms as you're trying to build up your bases and make things look wonderful. And I, for one, cannot wait to try them out on my own survival world. But thank you so much for joining me today. This has been The Great Escape, and if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. If you want to see more videos like this, then please make sure you subscribe down at the bottom. But thank you so much, and I will see you next time.